Hi guys, it's Nick here. I'm sorry we can't be together in person like we normally are, but I still wanted to give you a mission moment, and I'm very grateful that Janet Wicks has agreed to be our mission moment. So Janet, please introduce yourself and tell us about your story.
Hi, I'm Janet Wicks. I am 35. I am a librarian at Hanford High School, and I have been officially out in full-time since June 8th, 2019. And I've been going to the source since, I'd say, probably July of 2018. Before all this, I was miserable. I was miserable. I was suicidal. I was an angry, awful person. Lots of people have told me this. Um, and I was done. I had attempted suicide. I got a therapist. My therapist suggested I go see some local groups. I didn't know anything about it, so I kind of just Googled it. And I found there's a trans group, and I gave it a try, and it really completely changed my whole perception of everything. Like before, I thought I was alone and lost. I had no one to even associate with. There's the internet, but it's not the same. It's not a substitute for being in person and actually meeting people. At Spencer and Dana, they're just the two most wonderful people. They made me feel valid, like I could actually do this, because I didn't think I can actually become the woman that I am today. And going to the meetings as much as I could. I don't think I've missed a single one, actually. I've just grown, and every time I felt more confident. I started wearing the right clothing, everything else like that. I started networking with other people, and I kind of got ideas and everything else like that. And now, I've been out for almost a year. I've been on hormones for about a year and 3-4 months. And I've really grown. I'm so much happier than I've ever been in my life, ever. I feel great. Nothing's perfect. I mean, I could talk to my parents, but I'm not going to. But just all the love and support I've had from the source, a place that made me feel like I was a person. I could be who I wanted to be. And only that, I was able to do that. And now I actually go out of my way to help whenever I can. So I've helped Spencer with the closet. I've helped that. Now that I work at a high school, I find myself able to be more of like a role model to our LGBT students, because I'm not an awful person anymore. And I'm someone that can actually see and say, hey, look, you're a real person, valid person. And, maybe I can be like you. Or, I actually had a student tell me that once, is that they saw how happy I was and they decided they wanted to be happy like me. They were gay, but it's the same idea. I've had at least 2 students tell me they're trans, which is awesome. I'm not allowed to do a whole lot at work. I understand that, but I of course will say, hey, come to the source and talk to these guys and everything else like that. And my life is so much better than it was. And through all the patience and going to the meetings and after that, I was able to keep my marriage together, and I'm still married, happily married to my wife. I just can't thank you guys enough for everything that the source has done. And I just don't know if I even would be here today if it wasn't for that, because I was in a really bad place for a while, even after I started going to meetings. And it's just every time I went, it was love, 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 unconditional, no reason, just we love you who you are. And that just was such a good diet that I was able to finally be happy. So I hope that's a good message for you guys. I can't think of anything else at the moment. Oh, I do. I actually have, hopefully, with all this COVID stuff, I have surgery plans for June, which is going to be awesome. And speaking of COVID, I have also been going to the Zoom meetings we have with Spencer online. It's not the same as being in person, understandably, but it's a good chance. And I've actually used an opportunity to kind of get new people who weren't willing to come to meetings to come, or at least kind of jump in. I'm hoping to get a friend of mine on there too next time we have a meeting, and see if they can kind of get themselves out there, because they live in Fresno. And it's just the source is definitely my go-to place when I have issues or friends have issues, and I can kind of get people pointed in a good direction and they have tons of resources and tons of really wonderful people who work there who are more than happy to help anyone, really. So I love it.
Thank you. I love your story. I needed to hear that too today. So thank you for sharing. And with that, guys, that's our mission moment for this board meeting. And I just want to thank Janet again for joining us.